The Lost Soul and the Open Gate. The fog hung low over the valley, thick and unyielding, as if it were a veil between two worlds. A lone figure wandered through the mist, unsure of direction or purpose. This was Cale, a soul lost to memories he could no longer recall, and the weight of choices he could not undo. Every step on the damp earth echoed like a question, a call for guidance that went unanswered. He had arrived at the edge of an ancient gate, wrought iron twisted into patterns that seemed almost alive in the gray light. The gate stood alone, no walls surrounding it, only the open expanse of foggy land stretching beyond. It beckoned silently, a doorway not just through space but through something far deeper, an entrance to the truth he had been seeking without knowing it. Cale's hand trembled as he reached for the latch. The cold metal bit into his fingers, yet he felt no fear, only a strange pull, a sense that crossing the threshold might offer either redemption or ruin. He paused, listening. The fog shifted, whispering voices of memories lost, fragments of faces, laughter, tears, and long-forgotten promises. They were both haunting and comforting, urging him forward, urging him to step through the gate. When he did, the world changed. The gray fog lifted slightly, revealing a path lined with trees whose leaves shimmered in colors he had never seen, radiant and surreal. Light poured through in fractured beams, creating a kaleidoscope of shadows and brilliance across the ground. Cale felt as if he had entered not merely another place, but another plane of existence, one that reflected the innermost recesses of his heart and mind. As he walked, he became aware of a presence beside him, a silent companion whose form shifted like mist, neither fully human nor entirely spectral. "Who are you?" Cale whispered, voice trembling. The figure's eyes glowed faintly. "I am a guide," it said, "a witness to the journey of lost souls. Those who seek the open gate arrive with questions, and leave only when they find the answers that dwell within." Cale nodded, unsure how to respond, yet sensing that his questions were not external. They were internal, reflections of choices, regrets, and desires that he had long buried. The path stretched onward, and with each step, fragments of memory returned, a childhood promise broken, words left unsaid, moments where courage faltered. Each recollection carried both pain and clarity, teaching him that loss is not absence, but a space waiting to be understood. By twilight, the path led to a vast clearing, a serene place where a river of light flowed silently, casting reflections of the sky and the soul alike. Cale knelt beside it, gazing at his own reflection and seeing, for the first time, not just a lost man, but a seeker capable of change. The guide spoke again. "To move forward, you must forgive yourself. The open gate shows not what is behind, but what can be embraced ahead." Cale extended his hand into the luminous river, feeling warmth and clarity seep into his being. For the first time in years, he felt possibility, not despair. The fog that had clung to him for so long began to lift, replaced by the shimmering light of understanding. Though the path was not yet complete, he had crossed the first threshold, from wandering lost to seeking purpose. The river of light shimmered under the deepening twilight, casting patterns on the clearing that seemed alive with emotion and memory. Cale rose from his knees, feeling a sense of clarity he had never known before. The guide beside him remained silent, allowing Cale the space to absorb the quiet wisdom of the place. He understood now that the journey through the gate was not a literal path, but a passage within himself, a confrontation with regret, hope, and the possibility of redemption. Cale continued along the luminous river, each step bringing fragments of the past into focus. Faces of loved ones appeared briefly in the water's reflection, a sibling's smile long forgotten, a friend's gentle words, moments of courage overshadowed by fear. He realized that the lost soul was not empty. It was filled with memories, lessons, and potential waiting to be reclaimed. Each reflection prompted him to forgive, to release guilt, and to embrace the choices he could still make. As the night deepened, the clearing transformed. Stars shimmered above, their reflections dancing on the river like tiny lanterns guiding the way. Cale felt the presence of the guide more distinctly now. "Every lost soul arrives burdened," it said softly, voice like wind through leaves. "Yet each has the power to step forward, to cross the threshold, from despair to hope. The open gate is not an escape, it is an invitation to confront and transform. Kale nodded, taking a deep breath as he approached the far edge of the clearing. There, the river's light converged into a soft arch, a luminous gateway that pulsed gently as if breathing. He understood instinctively that this was the final threshold, the moment when acceptance and courage must meet. Hesitation threatened, memories of failure surfacing, but he steadied himself. He was no longer a wandering, lost soul. He was a seeker, prepared to embrace the unknown. Stepping through the arch, Kale felt a wave of warmth and clarity wash over him. The river's glow enveloped him, filling him with a profound sense of connection to everything he had lost and everything yet to be discovered. In that instant, the past, present, and future seemed to merge, and he understood that life's gates open not to erase the past, but to integrate it into the strength of the soul. The guide's form shimmered one last time. "The journey continues," it said, "but the lost soul has become whole enough to navigate its own path. The open gate remains a reminder. All who seek may find, if they are willing to look within." With that, the guide faded into the night, leaving Kale standing alone, yet unafraid, at the threshold of possibility. Kale emerged into a quiet meadow, the fog completely lifted, revealing a world vivid and alive. The air smelled of earth and growth, the sky painted in hues of indigo and violet, punctuated by the first hints of dawn. He breathed deeply, feeling the weight of uncertainty lift, replaced by the exhilaration of potential. Every step he took forward was confident, grounded in the knowledge that being lost is not failure, but a prelude to finding the path. As he walked, he noticed small signs of life and beauty everywhere: dew clinging to blades of grass, a bird's song echoing in the distance, the gentle sway of wildflowers in the breeze. Each detail was a reminder that the world, much like the soul, holds countless opportunities for renewal and discovery. Kale understood that the open gate is not a single event, but a series of choices, reflections, and moments of courage that continuously shape the journey. By morning, Kale found himself at the edge of a village nestled between rolling hills. He felt a connection to the people he had yet to meet, aware that the lessons of the gate, the courage to face one's past, the willingness to forgive, and the embrace of hope, would guide him in every encounter. The lost soul was no longer lost. It had crossed the threshold, stepping into the world with clarity, resilience, and purpose. Kale paused for a moment, looking back toward the valley where the gate had stood. Though it was hidden from view now, he felt its presence in his heart, a reminder that life's challenges and uncertainties are gateways to transformation, and that even a soul once lost can find its way into light and meaning. With a calm, steady step, Kale continued forward, carrying the lessons of the open gate with him, ready to live fully, courageously, and deliberately.